So she doesn't have hiccups anymore.
This motherfucker!
I scared the shit out of her because she had hiccups.
You know, I can't even talk about it. He literally tricked me.
She was pissed.
I was real scared is what I was.
She went in fetus style behind the couch.
I had the hiccups. My hiccups last for no longer than 27 seconds. No longer. And he scared me to try and get rid of them. It scared me too much. I got real scared. Hi.
We're back.
Yeah.
This is us. So, the first one's uploaded. We got more questions.
This is kind of a funny, interesting one.
On a little app here. Oh boy.
Read it out loud.
We have all the risque questions here. So, who do you believe is the dominant one in the relationship and why? This question reverberates to later. So it's kind of a trap because if I fuck up when I say this, I'm gonna have to talk about it later. And if she fucks up, I'm gonna bring it up later.
Oh shoot! Alright, honey.
Okay, so the dominant one in the relationship. I'm not trying to go for the easy answer and stuff like that, but I kind of think it's split. Because she has her strong points and I have my strong points. So, in certain scenarios, I think she is the smart one, where she's like, we need to do this and we need to do that. And I'm like, right, and then I go kick in the door and start just fucking people up. Whereas, like, the other way is like, it's like,
yeah,
the opposite. Like, she's gonna be irrational and crazy and be like, we need to get this fucking done. And I'm like, babe, we need to do this and this. And you're like, right, we're gonna do this and then we're gonna fucking kick their ass.
yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's good. No, I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna talk now.
Okay.
So, me as a person, growing up, my mom was always the decision maker, X, Y, and Z. And so, like he said, for some circumstances, I feel like I am more, I don't want to say dominant, but
Alpha, maybe.
I really do, how do I say this? I really do love the thought of you being more dominant. And I think you are kind of a dominant character. A person.
I'll try to be.
And I try and let that happen. If that makes any sense. Side note. There are 2 Q-tips in our kitty's litter box. And I've been staring at them, and I want to get them out, but I don't want to fucking touch them. And now she's in there playing with them. So,
She's trying to bury them right now.
end of thought.
Like I said, a good relationship caters. You know, like I said, she's gonna be the yin to my yang. So it's in hopes that the points that I'm weak, she can be strong, and vice versa, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I believe that too.
So
I don't try to be overbearing or anything like that because I respect everything that he says. Everything.
same. So
We're so cute, aren't we?
So yeah, give and take, and it's smart that way because then no matter how strong you are in your position or how much, you know, like let's say I get into an altercation and I need to beat someone's ass, but she is the voice of reason saying you might get arrested, we're gonna get kicked out, yada yada, you know, it's like one of those things. So it's catering to each other's personality and egos and stuff like that. So you can never like solidify one person as being the most dominant and stuff like that. You have to be smart about it and work with each other. That's what a relationship is. That's what people are about. We work with each other. So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a good answer, I think.
Yeah.
Should I read this out loud? Or should we skip this question?
I mean, we can do it. We can do it. Read
What
it.
do you think should determine when a couple has a child? Are you asking me?
You go ahead because I already have an answer.
Oh no! I think when a couple has decided to be with each other for the rest of their lives, I think it kind of depends on their life situation and circumstance. Like if you're like, there's some people who are just like ready to have a child. You know? I don't think it necessarily depends on if you're married or not. I don't believe in that. Some people really believe I have to be married to have a child. I don't believe in that. If you want to have a child with somebody and you love them and you know you're going to spend the rest of your life with them, I think if you're ready to have a child, then fucking go for it. Because marriage, there's a ton of things that play a part of that, like finances,
Costs a lot.
you know, your living expenses. I mean, if you're engaged, I think that's, you know, personally, I mean, being safe with my.
This is about to get weird.
I know, I shouldn't even be.
Hi, YouTube.
I shouldn't even. Yeah.
Segue.
What's your answer, Richard? I'm just gonna not go into that.
I think there's a point in your life where you want a child and you want to care for some fucking little drunk midget kid. I think there's a point, you know? There was a point for me where like I thought about kids and it was no way. No. But there's a point, you know, like I always have this like weird fascination where I'm like, you know, I have my daughter and she's going to be my little princess and I'm going to walk with her in the mall and people are going to see like super spooky tattooed pink haired dad, but I'm going to be holding my little girl's hand and stuff like that. Something changes and there's a point where you just naturally can feel it, where you're going to be like, I'm ready. I want to raise a kid. I want to teach him the things, him or her. I want to share this and stuff like that. And like, it also the same thing with your person and stuff like that. There's going to be a point where you're going to decide that I think I'm ready. Do you want to raise a kid and stuff like that? There's like it's a natural, like, you know, some people take longer. Some people, you know, don't give a fuck. Some people have kids at 14 and stuff like that. But there's like most normal people, there's something in you that lets you know that you're ready to care for something. Obviously, situations have to be right. You have to have jobs. You have to be responsible and stuff. I mean, you can't be playing, you know, leader of the bad girls club or boys club and then expect to have a kid, because obviously it's going to be staying with your grandparents or yada yada yada. So
Which happens, and life just happens.
life does happen, but like if you were to decide and be like, when do you know, like if I were to ask you, do you want to have a kid and stuff like that, a lot of stuff weighs in the balance and stuff like that for normal people.
Which
Normal.
I do also feel like this day and age, children are almost not planned ever. But at the same
Not
time, like me, I take birth control, and some women do. Babe, I was being serious.
Okay, go on.
I do believe that some women feel like they can be safe and not take birth control, which, sure. But I think, in my personal opinion, if you were responsible, you would take birth control and not just use condoms or whatever. So I think there is a responsibility that comes with knowing if you want to have a child or not, and so I mean, it could take, like, if I ever went on birth control, it could take months to conceive a child. It could take a freaking week and a half.
So realistically, I think it's a mindset.
Yeah. So.
All right, that was a serious ass.
That
one.
was a serious one, and we're
let's
already
move
at
on.
10 minutes. One more?
We're gonna do one more, and then we'll do the chop up and stuff, and see how far we've gotten on the wine. We've gone through. We're right about here. We've gone through like a bottle and a half of wine. I'm all drunk. I'm not gonna lie, this tastes like. It's so fucking gross.
Say what you said when you first took a
It
drink.
tastes like a pencil eraser soaked in rubbing alcohol. It is so horrible. The only time I've ever drank wine was because we ran out of our bottle, and that was sitting in the refrigerator for whatever reason. So,
And I love red wine. I used to drink quite a bit of it.
but see, that's the compromise.
I picked out I picked out the worst red wine. So I feel horrible. Okay, this next question. What are your beliefs about abortion?
It's your shit. Do what you want. Honestly, all the controversy, I can't even say that word when I'm drunk. Controversy behind it is absolutely stupid. People picketing outside of abortion clinics, it's your kid, you do what you want. I don't care. Like, I mean, killing an unborn child, letting it live, it's your deal. I'm worried about me. I'm worried about her. I don't give a shit about you. You do what you want.
Yeah.
That's life. That's free will. That's choice.
I don't think anybody should ever make you make the decision. Like, as a woman, if anybody were to ever tell me you have to abort this child, that's horrible. You have to make your own decision.
Mm-hmm.
You have to live with that. If I would personally, I do not believe in abortion. I would never ever. I'm really passionate about that. I would never abort my child out of, like, I don't think I could ever live with that.
But that's a personal.
I think every child's life is an opportunity. It could be the next Martin Luther King. It could be the next whatever. And that's what I've always believed. Every child is an opportunity. I don't care what the fuck anybody says. Like, if you choose to abort your child, I'm not going to judge you for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if somebody gets raped, that's a different scenario. But at the same time, you could choose to be a single mother or whatever, and that child could become a miracle. So that's
it's totally different for like. I guess, yeah, like, I mean, I feel the same way on some level, like, on a personal level. Like, if there was ever, like, an oops between us and stuff like that, that wouldn't be an option.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know, that's just not the way. But
it's not the way.
other than that, like, that's your shit. And
But I would never judge anybody for ever having an abortion. But it hurts my heart to think that somebody would go into a clinic, even if you're 14 years old, like that, it just hurts my heart. Hurts my heart.
Yeah, like, as a personal, I would feel different about it being mine. Like, I would never get rid of it. I wouldn't want that. That's crazy and stuff like that. But for everybody else, like, it's one of those respect things. You gotta just let everybody do their thing.
Yeah.
You can't hate from an outside point of view. Like, you gotta let everybody do their thing.
Yep. And as a woman, that's something that's growing inside of you, and I've never experienced that, and I hope to one day experience that, but I don't think I could ever put myself in that situation of either taking pills or going in there and having that child killed, essentially. That's what it is
It's
to
like
me.
a plant. You have a plant, you care about that plant, you take care of your little bean sprout until it, like, pops up, and it's got the little, they're called dicotyledons, the little two true leaves that come on there and stuff, and those, like, support it and stuff. Yeah, it's like an emotional thing for, and
So-
stuff like that.
So on a side note, this video is 15 minutes, and we need to stop this. So we're gonna stop this, but
Looks like there's gonna be a part 3, bitches.